We are due to move the goats, and I wanted to show you what they've done to their paddock. If you are new to the channel, we do a rotational grazing system with our goats. You can kind of see what is down and over by Justin. It's really low, but we had a weird square shape that we did, and where this lovely doeling is where we just opened up. Because it's getting ready to storm, we didn't have time to move the whole fence over to the next paddock, so we wanted to give them a little extra, and we'll get them moved tomorrow. But I want to show you the difference. It's in their grazing. They are really good grazers, and this is what they are loving to eat. They love to eat cedars, and I will show you the cedars here in a moment. But they are loving the new grass that we gave them. And here's the paddock. Okay, let me show you the shortness of grass, if I can, from what we just opened up to what they've been eating. Now naturally we don't want them to get this low, but they favored this spot for some reason. And they still, as you can tell, still have a lot of grass, but goats will not eat where they have used the restroom. So there's certain spots that they're over grazing in the paddock, which is fine, but we just mean we move them a little faster. And then let me see if I can zoom in for you the cedar. You can see the lighter spots here where they are ripping the bark off, and they are basically reaching up, pulling down, and eating the cedars. There's our mobile goat barn, shelter, whatever you want to call it. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to check that out. I'll link it below. And they're tearing up the trees, those cedars as well. But you can see what they're doing here for their paddock. And then we'll show the next paddock when we move them and show the process of moving them.
Yeah, we're going to move them right over here in these big cedars, so they'll love that.
Yes, this is their next paddock, and we can show you that.
I want to show you the difference between the height of the grasses. So they've been over here probably for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
So you got the grass here, it's probably about 4 inches tall. They just kind of clip the top of the grass off. We create a good sized paddock here for our 6 goats. And then to show the difference in the grass, if you look on the other side of the fence here, you're talking, this stuff is 10 inches tall. So they are very good at grazing grass. So we're going to plan on moving them here in a couple days. We try to create a good large paddock for them. We use 400 or 500 foot fences. We use Premier One with the electric charger. Seems to be working great for us. We'll show you the new paddock here in a couple days, and we'll show you the process of moving the fence.
I wanted to show you our paddock / training area, what it looks like since the goats and chickens have been in here. If you've seen our previous video about the mobile goat shelter, you can kind of see what it looked like then. But since this is where we drive through, so obviously that's going to be worn down. But you can see just how high that this grass is. I mean, it is thick, lush. It's amazing what the rotational grazing system does, especially when you put multi-species, multi-animal on it. It's amazing what the rotational grazing does. I mean, this is just, I mean, it comes pretty high up on my muck boot here, just as high as it does, or just as high as it goes, so just below my knee. But you can see how beautiful that is right now. Today's the day where we move our goats to their new paddock, and we're going to show you how we do it. And we use Premier One fencing, and I'll try to link that in the description below.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
what we are doing is moving the paddock with the fences that we have. And we're wanting to show you this because if you have a limited number of fences and you only want to just use what you have, because fences are expensive, startup cost for a homestead is expensive, especially when you're buying a lot of fences all at one time. So we're going to show you how we're doing it with just the fences that we have already surrounding them. So what he is taking that fence and moving it over to our new paddock from behind. So basically, here's your square, and you just flip it just like that. Well, you probably didn't see that, but it's a square, and you just flip the fences. And I'm making an alleyway for the goats to go through. I don't have to worry about lighting. I don't have to worry about turning on the electric part of the fence, just because they respect the fence and they don't really know if it's on or off, but just to lead them to their new paddock. So hopefully this way helps you. Obviously the better way, easier way would be to have enough fences to go ahead and make your other paddock and then lead the goats through to the other side, which is our plan. But for easier purposes, if you have a limited number of fences, this is what you can do too. So here we are in the corner of the goats' new paddock, and Justin will be coming down this clearing here. And we just cut these trees up. They were fallen dead trees, so we cut them up, so I'll work on moving them. And this is where the new mobile goat shelter is going to go. And they'll have all this access to clear out this brush and eat the cedars, do whatever they want. If you haven't seen the video of our mobile goat shelter, I'll be sure to link that in the description below, so be sure to check that out, and we'll show you in this video how it actually works.
Hi guys, we're doing this and it's gonna be ready to go, and say hey to my mom. So we are going to get this done and we'll get our coop done.
We're moving our goats, baby.
We're moving our goats and we're going to get our stuff and get that. Beautiful thing.
Walk in front of it, that's it.
We can do everything. Here, Mom, let me go way up here and we are going to get this done, and I know how to do it. Don't go that fast. Don't go fast. You like heel.
We are just making the other side of the alleyway to get the goats just to run down to their new paddock. Now that our alleyway is up, we made it to where we can take our side-by-side to pull the mobile goat shed right through the alleyway, and it will still be closed up behind, but yet they have access to their new paddock, and if they happen to decide to want to run back this way, it's closed as well, so we have no goats running loose. Alright, so now that the fence is all joined together, we're going to go ahead and move the goats. So let's go do that. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Good girl. That was good. That was a good girl. That was a good girl. Yeah, that was a good girl. That was a good girl. No, get your face down there. Get your face down there. Okay, you got a lot of brush to eat. And they're already in the brush eating. All right, let's get their house.
Hi.
Hi. So what we did was we pushed the fence forward a little bit so then we can move it and wrap the fence around it. What we did was push the fence back a little bit more after we set the boundaries of it, and we'll bring the fence right back around into the front and close them in so they have access to their mobile goat shed.
Our house moved and we got and then they are happy. Look at them. Run around funny. Woo! Red Ranger right there, and then give them fresh water and hay. We got our goat house done, and we're watching. We got get our subscribe to our channel, goat channel, and ring the bell and notifying.
Good job, bud.
We got it done.
So now that we got our goats moved, we're going to put our chickens right behind us where the goats were, so they can kind of scratch and do everything they need to back here. And maybe we'll get some more fertilizer on our ground and some more hay to grow.
Like the kids said, please consider subscribing to our channel and be sure to hit that notification bell. Thanks guys, have a blessed day.
You